So welcome back ARK players to a brand new video. Now today, this is going to be the first video of the week where basically the setup's going to be a little bit different. I'm currently away, so we've got like a mini setup, so you won't have the normal face cam for a week, which some of you guys might be happy about. But yeah, so the videos will be the same, it's just not going to have face cam. So today we're talking about something that some people have asked me to cover, and I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts and feelings on the situation. I think they're going to be very fair because I like to be fair in these situations. But yeah, so if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if you're ready for Ragnarok, which is launching on June 2nd, make sure to join us in the LoadedCrysis cluster servers, the free servers. Well, they're all free. Link to our Discord is down below. Okay, so the topic we are talking about today it's about the mobile edition of ARK, but it kind of applies to the main version of the game, you know, the console and the PC, because obviously this is becoming a bit of a trend with the game, the new microtransactions. Now, bear in mind, I'm happy to support ARK and modders, you know, in the main part of the game, and I don't think there's a problem with that at all. But the only thing that we're going to be debating about today, which I am slightly worried about, is losing the true identity of what ARK is and why it made the game. The game became so popular, right? And I do think you have to be very, very careful how far you take the monetization. And this kind of someone brought up to me about the mobile edition, and I was open to making content on this when it first launched, but I've been quite disappointed with the things that I've seen on it. But obviously, if you're a mobile player out there, you guys can let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Okay, so we're going to be kicking off, and I never thought I'd really ever see this, but it kind of shocked me, and a lot of people have been telling me the mobile edition since it launched. I mean, so many people are excited to have, you know, a version of ARK on mobile, and it's been fully developed as the ultimate mobile edition, which I think is awesome, right? And they're making the app free because, you know, they at the end of the day, you don't make any money really. I think the actual developers, Grove Street Games, correct me if I'm wrong, said that we have to have these in-app purchases because no one really buys apps. Like, if you actually look at the charts and you see the percentage of people that actually buy these you know, buy mobile apps, it's very, very rare. So that's why most people make apps free, but then obviously that comes the in-game purchases. Now recently, as you can see, they said, we're happy to introduce to you 3 new, never seen before premium versions of the Cryopod for the ARK Ultimate Mobile Edition, and these are now available in the in-game store. Now, there looks to be like the standard blue one, or similar to it, an orange one, and like kind of a rainbow colored cryopod, and they say hyper serum cryopod increases podded creatures base levels by 10 after a full day of cryo. Anonymous cryopod, females podded a full day guarantee mutation the next time they reproduce. And the Chromo Shift Cryopod, which I guess is the bottom one, is podded creatures change colors after a full day of cryo. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that sounds like a really cool cryopod, you know, that you can actually, you know, they change colors after a full day in the cryo. Like, these are some great ideas. But the thing is, it's like, you know, you have to pay for these. And if I'm correct, can you actually use a cryopod in the game without actually paying? And someone brought it to my attention recently that a lot of the features actually in the game to be able to use things are behind a paywall. And I've never really seen ARK as a game that, you know, you can sort of really mess with the gameplay, and that's why I kind of didn't like the addition of the Fantastic Tame, because I didn't like the idea of, you know, going up to a tame. I mean, I've mentioned this story many times. My friend said to me when I was like, this is when I was like back in like finishing school, he said to me, one day I bet you they have something where they're like, imagine ARK had something where you went to go and tame it and they're like, this is going to be $5.99 or something. Do you know, like, it was just a joke. And you know, the fact that that is actually in the game now, like, is kind of a bit like it just doesn't feel right. But I've kind of got to grips with the Fantastic Tames. But when I've sort of seen how the Ultimate and Mobile Edition seems to be sort of just full of like mobile transactions. So I'm going to say it kind of really put me off of it. So I decided to actually see if I can find any information on this, because I don't actually have the game installed on my phone. But these give you kind of a rundown of the in-app purchases in the mobile version of the game right now. And it does seem like there's quite a lot, and with Ark Survival Ascended, right, there has been some things they've kind of gone down the slippery slope, as we said, with the locked tames, you know, behind a paywall. I think the premium mods are fine. I do believe that the modded content, you know, you get other games that have had paid, you know, Skyrim, Bethesda do it, you know, I do believe that these mod creators deserve to earn from it, and I think, you know, the amount of content we've made before, but I obviously, you know, the feeling of taking away what players had before, I think, is what annoyed the community, you know, with Survival Evolved. But if we scroll down, so this says Ancient Amber. Ancient Amber is a premium currency that can be used to purchase instant crafting structures, character buffs, and other special consumables. It can be attained through direct purchase, watching ads, or rarely gathered from large predators or found around the island. Okay, and it can be bought for $1 for 50 Ancient Amber, $2.99 for 200, and $9.99. Oh wait, is it $9.99 for 200? I don't even know. But it looks like you can make these different things within the mobile version that uses Ancient Amber. So Element can be crafted, and it costs 300. So if you were to buy, so would it cost you $10 to buy a piece of Element, pretty much, something like that? And then there's free items. Some items can be bought for free as engrams, but some will cost Ancient Amber to craft. And then there's something called the Primal Pass. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong at all with a Primal Pass. I think, the subscription is available for $3.99 a month or $34 a year. I don't think anything's wrong with that. It provides a permanent double XP buff, the removal of all ads, including those on free gifts, reserved slots on all servers, early access to news and upcoming special events, and access to Primal Pass exclusive servers that have paid structures disabled but not buffs and items. So again, when it comes to these types of passes, I think that's the way you need to monetize, through skins. I think skins are the way to work, right? Things that don't really impact gameplay. Double XP is fine. Remove of ads, that's fine. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Crafting stations are purchasable structures that can be used to purchase various items. Some of these have higher quality. Each crafting station has its own special currency that can be purchased with Ancient Amber. We'll dive into this Ancient Amber. It's a very rare resource in Ark Survival Evolved Mobile. We'll go and click on that shortly, but let's see what else there is. So these all look like they cost, again, some sort of energy type. So yeah, a lot of it seems to be coming down to things that you have to pay, which again I just think is a bit strange, all these different things. And then I saw this one ages ago, God Console. God Console is a cheat console that can be accessed for $14.99. Once unlocked, the player has access to a variety of cheat codes, instant access to various resources, among other uses. So that one I don't really agree with, if I'm going to be honest with you. And if they did want to sell God Console, $14.99 is a bit expensive. You know, you're playing a mobile game, you know, if it maybe $4.99 would be a bit more reasonable. But at the end of the day, cheat console is cheat console. Like, it's, you know, but I understand mobile is just like, I don't think mobile is ever gonna get to the scale of console with the way they do things, and I genuinely believe there needs to be a big shift in mobile gaming. Like, one day I think there should just be a mobile game that comes out and it doesn't involve crazy microtransactions and actually tries to get similar to the console, because that's the only way mobile is ever going to grow. But I don't think anyone will ever do that because they make so much money out of it. And then Ascendant Creature Unlock. The Ascendant Creature Unlock is a single player only feature that can be applied to tamed creatures. This will remove level caps to allow the creature to have insane stats. The unlock also makes potent dust graphs 10 million XP when consumed. Okay. What's this? Archetypes. They're purchasable engrams used to craft certain items. These are unrepairable. So there's something called an aerial... What's this? It costs $12? But yeah, I mean... What else do they have here? Control and UI, photo mode. They do a photo mode. That's nice, at least. And they do loads of different events, which is cool. You know, it'd be nice to see ARK doing a bit more of this. But yeah, let's have a little look into what this ancient amber is and how much it like costs. Okay, so this looks like it's the ancient amber. It's a very rare resource. It's used to buy rare premium items and revive recently deceased creatures using their implant. Cost, obviously, it depends how much it's actually going to cost, how much you want to buy. So you can fish for high quality loot. I mean, buying from in-store, so you can still obtain them. So, but you just know for a fact that the chance that you even see one of these amber things is going to be so rare, isn't it? You probably get one in every like different pack you open up. So I mean, at the end of the day, I have no problem at all with the mobile edition doing microtransactions. But the only reason I decided to make this video is, you guys know I make videos that you asked me to make, and I've just seen the comments just saying it's a filled with microtransactions. And I saw Ras Clark doing a video on ARK Mobile Extinction launch. I don't know whether he did like a paid promo or something like that. By the way, no, I don't hate on anyone for doing that. Go and get that bag. I didn't know whether he was just playing it. He might have just been playing it as well. And I saw his comment section, and when I mentioned something, the comment section was pretty much just the game is full of microtransactions. And I just thought, it's like, I don't know, like it annoys me because I want it to be popular, and I'm sure it does make money, but you know, you're just going to put off a lot of players. And I truly believe that when you make something just involve money, like so much money all the time, you actually kill off your player base. There's something with doing it the right way, and as long as you're treating players to free content, just at least give players their standard ARK playing experience, the money will come. People will pay for things that, you know, that they don't get scared off with straight away. And I'm not an ARK mobile player, so I can't completely say that the game is a complete microtransaction fest, because again, as I said, I don't play it. But obviously, for anyone who does play it out there, I would like you guys to let me know where the problem lies, or is the game good? Because a lot of the stuff I have heard, sadly, has been negative. Now, I do think the team that runs this are good. I think Grocery Games are great, and I also think, you know, as I said, they're always doing events, they're doing Evo weekends and stuff, and I understand where they came from, where they were like, you know, there's no point charging for it, because, you know, people were saying if you just charge $4.99 for the app, but there's no way they'll get anywhere near as many downloads. I mean, when you look to go and download an app, like, think about it in your own mindset. When you go to download an app, I mean, there's times where you might buy one, but if you really think about it, if you see a free one, you're going to try free always first, aren't you? You know, and I've sort of spent money on loads of different games in-game before, but that's only been when I felt like it's been worth it. And I think that's, again, the point that we came back to, is it's really important that ARK as a whole doesn't lose its way of why it was popular. And microtransactions do scare off a lot of players, and that's just the case. So it's not a full-on like hate video towards the mobile edition, because I was glad they were doing it. But when I see this and then I end up going to read onto it, I just find it frustrating, because, you know, you think about where ARK started back in June 2015 and the reason why the game was so loved. That's the only thing that gets me annoyed, is when the companies decide to do things that are way out of touch of what the main majority of the community is there. And the only reason that game has been so big and made so much money is because of, you can't lose. I know sometimes you do lose sight of things, especially when, you know, maybe some companies are struggling and they need to look for ways to earn more money. That's completely understandable, but it's all about taking a deep breath and doing it in the right way. And I'm not a multi-million-dollar company, so I've not been in that position that they have. But I am a gamer, and I think that's what people like, is games run by gamers, and that's what's truly important. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Please let me know your thoughts and feelings on the current state of microtransactions in the world of ARK and ARK Mobile. And I will catch you guys for my next video coming up very soon. See you guys in the next one.